back to the Lost Cause Ranch. I'm Joe. We're back here in the Defender room today. But what we're gonna do is put a little light on the situation. So a few years ago we put up a budget Amazon shop light video. That is at like 240,000 views right now. We installed those in my home garage, and that has led to several companies offering lights to us. We usually turn them down because I don't need any more lights at the moment. But we just finished up freshening up this room, some fresh epoxy. We got our new galvanized chassis and bulkhead ready to assemble our Land Rover Defender. And in here right now you can count 3, but there is 4 Philips LED troffer lights in here, which they are nice, but we've wanted to add some task lighting along the walls. So it gets a little dark back by the welding bench and along the walls, especially when we're filming. As you can see, my face is kind of dark. So I was scrolling through my emails and got offered up another budget set of Amazon lights. These were from SZHLUX. What stuck out on these to me is the shape. As you can see there, they are a trapezoid, which leads us to the interesting way. I mean, it's not really that interesting, but the unique way, maybe not that unique either, but the different way we are going to install these. So our lack of lighting generally is in this area along the edge all the way in this room. So what drew me to these particular lights is the fact that we can mount them at about a 45-degree angle, maybe a little less, up top, facing the wall. So we'll face the back wall with 2, face this side with 2, and face the other side with 2 for a total of 6 lights. So here are our 6 lights all ready to go. They each have their protective film on there, so I get the satisfying job of pulling that off in a second. But these are 5000 K for temperature, and each of these lights is 8700 lumens. So I believe that works out to adding about another 52,200 lumens of light to this room. Overkill for the size, but I love the surgical feel of too much light. So it's a tiny bit dark back here, so hopefully we'll have that fixed in a few minutes. These lights here came in a pack of 6. So they come with 6 of these lights. Your instruction manuals, LED shop lights. They come with the end plugs. Here is your packet of hardware, some drywall anchors, a short connector if you want to butt them together. We'll butt 3 sets of 2 together in our installation, and then our clips. They also come with a pigtail to hardwire the lights in, a long jumper to tie them together, and then a plug-in for like a 110, 115 outlet with an on-off switch. In your normal installation, you'd take these little stainless clips and this screw and zip these guys right to the ceiling. Snap right in, and you have quite a bit of adjustability on your mounting. This is similar to the last set of shop lights I used, and those are going for 4 years and haven't fallen down yet, so no doubts there that this will be the same. But in our installation, we're doing it a tad bit different. Made up these little angle brackets out of some aluminum angle, and do a quick little time lapse of that. But we essentially just drilled a couple holes, smushed them down, and we got our self tapper in and our clip zip to that. then these will get mounted to our ceiling like so, allowing the light to be angled at the corner and the wall. We did make a test rig right over here for another video. It was the LS engine assembly for the Land Rover Discovery, and we ran it at the angle that we're going to install them at, and we shot that video with that, and I think it turned out pretty decent. That was just one light, ran that for a while at that angle, no LED flicker on the camera, which can be an issue with some LED lights. This set did not have that, so pretty happy about that. If you're happening to do any film work, these have been safe so far. As of right now, pack of 6 is like $75. I'll throw the link to our Amazon store down below if these interest you at all. The unique trapezoid shape is what drew me to them. And these are quite a bit stiffer than the last set of cheap shop lights from Amazon I had. And they have a clear flat lens instead of a pliable, rounded, frosted one. And these seem a little more sturdy in the bending and denting of the extruded aluminum. Just seems like a more substantial design. Nothing wrong with the other ones. The other ones are 4 years old, still going strong. Use them all the time. No complaints there. This is just another option. We normally don't do any like promotional videos. We get offered stuff all the time, even at a channel this small, but I think we have quality content that draws people to us. But these happen to fit into what we could use. So I have already pre-prepped some of the install. What we are gonna do here is run 2 lights on the left side here, tied together, and then we'll do one of the long jumpers and run 2 lights in between those end 2 lights facing that wall, and hopefully, see how dark that corner is? It's so dark it's not even focusing. But yeah, hopefully we brighten that area up. That'd be nice. And then we'll run 2 over here tied together. And the way we have it is I wired up a 110 plug-in outlet above the drop ceiling, and it is tied to the rest of our ceiling lights there. It's got an on-off switch there that we are going to utilize. 99% of the time we'll run all of the lights, but if for some reason we want the outer ones to not be on, we can just flip that switch there and solve that. But otherwise, it is set up to all run off the same switch. So we'll have mega light all in one flick of the switch. But yeah, we ran that, drilled a couple holes in our ceiling tiles to pop the light out, and then one to pop our plug-in for the lights there. And we pre-drilled, oh, we'll face this way so the camera doesn't blur out. We pre-drilled holes in the drop ceiling framework for our little brackets. So what we're gonna do now is take our little brackets that we made up using SZHLUX's clips, and we're just gonna install all of those around. We made up 12 of them, 2 per light. The lights are pretty lightweight, so you don't have to worry about hitting a stud in your ceiling. The drywall anchors will hold these up just fine. So all our clips are in here. Now we just got to put our lights on. This end is going to get our plug in from our power source. And then on the other end, we're going to take this little straight butt connector and plug him in like so. And then after we clip this light into place, we'll do the next one right into this guy. If you are installing these in a conventional flat manner, installation's the same. It's one less step of making the little brackets. So it's actually a pretty quick installation on this style light. So there, we'll flip the switch on and see what kind of light it puts out with just one. I think that's going to be quite a bit better. Alright, so all our lights are up, and now we're going to take this 1/2-inch drill bit and pop a hole right about there in the ceiling tiles, so we can feed this guy up through so we aren't going to see any wires dangling. So we'll get that done real quick and then we'll be right back with the finished product. So all our lights are connected. I think we got a fairly clean install with that going above the drop ceiling tiles. Appearance wise, it looks decent for a budget light that just sits flush with the ceiling. So let's see how these guys look. All right, so we'll do a couple different stages here. This is just the light off the rest of the shop. No lights on here. Let the camera figure it out here. And now we just got our center troffer lights on. Let's see the difference those SZHLUX ones made that are pointed out towards the walls. And I'm awful dark now. But there you have it. Look at the difference in the wall color than before. And that back corner, quite a bit brighter. I'm going to grab a tool since I'm short, but we'll flip it off again just to give you back-to-back comparison. Let the camera sort out. And dark corner, walls aren't as defined. And quite a bit brighter now. This is always tough to do with a camera because the lens will pick it up and even things out quite a bit more. In person, night and day difference. And that's just because we added a ton of light to the situation. But it should make our videos a little better quality with us assembling the Defender. Back here in the welding station, quite a bit brighter. We'll be able to drill where we mark. So, all good in my book. And I'll keep you updated on how these things last. We don't normally do a whole lot of product videos, but this one just kind of tied in, and I thought, being we were using them in a unique way, if this would help someone out, we figured we'd throw up a video. We want to thank SZHLUX for sending those. I'll put the link down below to them if you want to do your own setup. But as always, guys, appreciate you guys watching. If you found this entertaining, give us a like. If it was informative, give us a like. Let me know what you think of these down below in the comments. We'll be back to Land Rover stuff on the next video. Oh, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Always have some more stuff. We'll do periodic stuff like this, but mainly the automotive stuff. So, don't worry.